Our next story is about a cosmic intruder barreling through our solar system, a Manhattan-sized object, shrouded in secrets. Now NASA is about to unveil the secrets, it seems, humanity's sharpest ever peek at an interstellar invader. It's just days away. The truth could shatter everything we know about the cosmos.
Eye Atlas is blazing through our solar systems. Telescopes around the world are zooming in. It is the third largest interstellar object ever observed from Earth. It is so massive that it has led to many theories. For weeks, the space community has traded intellectual blows over its true nature. A normal cosmic object, icy snowball, or something far, far stranger. World's richest man, Elon Musk, though steering clear of the alien ship theory, pointed to its massive size and the catastrophic scenario if it struck our planet. Well, the comet is more than 170 miles away and is on a trajectory which is taking it away from Earth. NASA is now preparing the sharpest celestial drop in history. The images which could shed light on the mysteries of 3I Atlas, which has behaved like nothing humanity has seen before. The answer is locked within data captured by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter's HiRISE camera. Its resolution simply obliterates the blurry ghost shots Hubble previously delivered, enhancing detail by a factor of 3. These images, held hostage during the 43 days long US shutdown. The urgency is palpable. This isn't just a space rock, it's a cosmic rebel. Conventional comets trail gas and dust away from the sun. 3I Atlas flaunts a bizarre anti-tail. Again, it's showing abnormal acceleration, defying the laws of physics. As we speak, the Enigma is slingshotting towards Jupiter, where NASA's Juno and ESA's JUICE missions will pursue it, tracking its exit from the solar system in March. Before it vanishes forever, these pictures are humanity's last, best chance.
Is there a new Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, United States axis taking shape? And if it is, what does that mean for India? Should New Delhi be worried? Let's just first lay this out for you. Last Friday, the Pakistan military announced that its Chief of General Staff held high-level meetings with Saudi Arabia's top military leadership in Riyadh. On agenda was expanding cooperation under the defense strategic framework between the two countries. And this meeting did not just happen in isolation. It comes just weeks after Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, remember, signed a NATO-type joint defense security pact, a pact that says an attack on one country will be treated as an attack on both. That agreement, signed in September, locks in decades of security cooperation, from intelligence sharing and counter-terrorism to regional stability mechanisms between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. According to the Pakistan military statement, the Riyadh meetings focused on strengthening bilateral defense cooperation, enhancing interoperability, and advancing joint work under the new Strategic Defense Agreement. The ISPR says both sides reaffirm their commitment to deepen ties, contribute to regional stability, and boost self-reliance in defense capabilities. In fact, a special session of the Pakistan-Saudi Bilateral Defense Industrial Forum was also held in Riyadh. This was led by Raza on the Pakistani side and by Khalid Al-Bayari, Saudi Arabia's Assistant Minister of Defense for Executive Affairs. Now, it is being reported that Raza reiterated Pakistan's support for capacity building of the Saudi Defense Forces. And all of this is happening as a Saudi crown prince visits the United States. Today, in fact, a trip that many see as part of the tightening security alignment between Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and the United States, which immediately raises a big question. Could both Saudi Arabia and Pakistan become Washington's key points for monitoring Iran? There's also the question of what such a triangular security understanding would mean for India. The Crown Prince's visit is expected to further anchor the US-Saudi partnership, even as Saudi Arabia continues its decades-long military ties with Pakistan. And according to analysts, these tracks could eventually intersect around their shared rivalry with Iran. The visit, in fact, could also see major Saudi investments being finalized in the US economy. President Trump has already hinted that F-35 fighter jets and other advanced American weapon systems could be on offer for Riyadh. Talks are also ongoing over a Saudi civilian nuclear program, along with cooperation in artificial intelligence, energy infrastructure, and the semiconductor supply chain. Washington is simultaneously pushing for Saudi-Israel normalization under the Abraham Accords framework, a process already well underway across much of the Gulf. Meanwhile, the Saudi-Pakistan relationship took a significant leap in September with that strategic mutual defense agreement. The timing also is very crucial here, coming right after heightened India-Pakistan tensions and Operation Sindoor, which, remember, was India's response to the Pahalgam terror attack. The pact's Article 5-like language, treating an attack on one as an attack on both, has already raised eyebrows in New Delhi. As far as Saudi Arabia is concerned, it faces continued threats from the Houthis in Yemen and also seeks to counter Iran's regional influence. Pakistan, on its part, provides manpower, training, military support to terror groups operating on its soil. And then there are persistent reports, denied but not dismissed, that Pakistan's nuclear capabilities could one day be leveraged to bolster Saudi deterrence if Riyadh's relationship with Washington were ever to fray. All of this has generated quiet concern in India. After all, Pakistan is the terror exporter of the world. Adding to these concerns is Trump's renewed interest in Pakistan. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and the Army Chief, General Asim Munir, were recently in Washington, remember, focused on counter-terrorism cooperation and reviving military-to-military engagement. It shows that the US, despite its knowledge of the Pakistan terror factories, is still interested, it seems, in keeping a working relationship with Islamabad, and that should definitely be of concern to New Delhi. The one agenda in which Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and the US are all aligned is Iran. Despite the Saudi-Iran detente that followed the 2023 agreement brokered by China, the two remain strategic adversaries divided by deep-rooted sectarian, geopolitical, and ideological differences. Iran's ballistic missile arsenal, its nuclear program, and the activities of Iranian-backed groups across the region are regarded by Saudi Arabia as long-term security challenges. And as far as Pakistan is concerned, it has had a troubled history with Iran, involving border instability, sectarian militancy, rivalry in Afghanistan, and mutual accusations of supporting militant actors. Although Pakistan maintains formal diplomatic ties with Tehran, its strategic alignment with Saudi Arabia is much stronger. As things stand at the moment, India faces a quickly changing and more complex regional environment, with Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, it seems, strengthening their ties with Washington. Yes, of course, India retains both the political and economic influence, but New Delhi will be watching these developments closely. The sell-off in cryptos deepened on Tuesday, with Bitcoin crashing below the $90,000 mark for the first time in 7 months. It's safe to say here that cryptos are in a bear market. Over the past 42 days, crypto has erased $1.2 trillion in market value. if the derivatives markets are anything to go by, bets are rising for Bitcoin's free fall to below 80,000 by the end of this year. Demand for downside protection for Bitcoin at the $85,000 and $80,000 levels has surged. Currently, the top token is below where it was around the same time last year. About $5 billion has been liquidated from the crypto market over the past week itself. Bitcoin has lost 28% of its entire value since hitting a record high of $125,500 in October. Still, despite the steep sell-off, the current 28% correction is mild as compared to the past cycles. Previously, the token dropped 83% in 2018 and 73% in 2022 before hitting new highs. Since 2017, Bitcoin has seen over 10 declines of 25% or more, 6 declines of 50% or more, 3 declines of 75% or more before recovering to new records. But the difference now is institutions own Bitcoin through ETFs, which changes how crashes play out. More importantly, the fundamentals for the OG token are still intact. The push for wider adoption of Bitcoin has been successful in traditional markets this year. In fact, every single decline of the current magnitude or more since Bitcoin's inception has been followed by new record highs. Top crypto enthusiasts saying disruption is not easy and that it pays when you can sound out the noise. This is basically a routine crypto bear market, which the analysts believe is already closer to its end than its beginning. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.